Muli magandang araw mga bata. Welcome sa ating pong The Basic Accounting Equation 2. Ito po ay kalugsong ng ating nakaraang um, gawain for our bookkeeping made easy. So this time we're going to analyze an account for business transaction. But before that, we need to understand the process of analyzing accounting transactions comprises the determination of accounting elements affected and their effects in accounting equation, the choice of the appropriate account title to be debited or credited, and the computation of the correct amount to be recorded in the books of accounts. Usually, accountants mentally answer the following questions. Question 1, what is the value received? Ano daw po yung tinanggap or the debit account? Question 2, what is the value parted with? Ano ba yung binigay out of the business or the account credited? And 3, what accounting elements are affected? Ano ba yung mga naapektuhan daw by the transaction? Pwede pong asset, liabilities, owner's equity. Minsan nilalagay din po yung sa expenses or revenue. Sa question 4, what are their effects to the affected accounting elements? Nagkameron ba ng increase or decrease sa assets, liabilities, or ownership? At pwede din sa expenses and revenues. Tutukuyin po natin kung meron bang naganap na increases or decreases. Question 5, what appropriate account title will describe the effect of the transaction? So ano bang account title ang gagamitin natin? Pwedeng cash, pwedeng accounts payable, accounts receivable, and so on and so forth. Question 6, how much is the amount to be recorded for a particular account title? So magkaning ilalagay natin. There are some circumstances na kailangan mo munang mag-compute bago mo i-record yung account. So, i-analyze natin mabuti yung mga questions kung ano yung sinasabi doon. Okay po? So, an analysis of the effect of transactions should always be guided by the basic rules of debit and credit as follows. So, tingnan po natin ha. Whenever there is an increase in asset and expenses, lagi po natin siyang i-debit. Kung may decrease in liabilities, owner's equity, and revenues, i-debit din po natin. Kung may decrease in asset naman or expenses, credited po siya. Kung meron pong increase in liabilities, owner's equity, and revenue, i-credit mo naman po siya. So, mahalagang tandaan po natin ito. But make sure na alam po natin kung saan kabilang yung mga accounts na nasa transaction. Ito ba'y kabilang sa asset? Ito ba'y kabilang sa expenses, sa liabilities, sa owner's equity, or sa revenues? Bago po natin identify kung siya ay ilalagay natin sa increase in asset or decrease in asset or whatever. Okay po? Okay, this time let us have an example. Mr. Santos purchased delivery van worth 350,000 on account. So, ano-ano po ang magiging entries natin? So, sa particulars natin, we have value received, value parted with, accounting elements affected, effects of accounting elements, account titles, and the amount. Using the analysis of the given business transaction, ano yung i-debit natin? The value received was the delivery van. So, value parted with natin, yung obligation to pay natin or yung sinasabi nating accounts payable natin. So, from the transaction, alin po ba ang naapektuhan? So, dahil bumili ka ng delivery van, anong nangyari? Or saan ito pumasok? So, sa asset natin. At syempre, on account, nagkameron tayo ng liability. So, anong effects naman sa accounting elements natin? Pag sinabing accounting elements, yun yung asset, liabilities, owner's equity, expenses, and revenues. Anong nangyari dun sa asset natin nang bumili tayo ng delivery van? So, there is an increase. Then, nagkameron tayo ng utang, so there is also an increase. So, napansin niyo po? Then, ano yung account titles na gagamitin natin? So, ginamit yung delivery van, at sa credit naman, ginamit yung accounts payable. At ito yung pinakamadali, magkano? So, andun lamang sa business transaction natin, 350,000 ang debit, 350,000 din yung credit. Dapat lagi pong pareho ang amounts ng dalawa para po ma-observe natin yung tinatawag na balance. Okay po. Next, sample number 2, Mr. Santos paid half of his account, which is 175,000. Anong mangyayari? So, value received natin, accounts payable, then value parted with, nagbayad tayo ng cash. So, accounting elements affected, we have the liability and asset. So, ano yung effects? Dahil nagbayad tayo, anong nangyari sa liability? So, there is a decrease. At anong nangyari dun sa asset natin nung magbayad tayo? So, nabawasan yung asset natin, kaya nagkameron ng decrease. So, ano naman yung account titles na gagamitin natin? Siyempre, accounts payable and cash. And the amount is how much? So, 175,000, which is being stated on the given example or the business transaction. Ano po? Okay. Next, let's try this. So, from the following business transactions, you're going to provide an individual analysis, same as from what you have learned. Ito yung sa mga binigay nating samples. Ganun din po yung gagamitin nating table. Always consider the accounting elements. Ito na yung ulit-ulit ko pong binanggit na pag sinabi natin accounting elements, we are referring to assets, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expenses. So, ayan na po yung mga business transactions natin. And next to that, we're going to have identifying effects on elements of accounting. So, ang gagawin nyo dito, you're going to indicate using the plus sign or minus mark the effect on the accounting elements of each business transactions. So, ayan na rin po yung mga sample natin na business transaction. Kung halimbawa, dun sa business transaction number 1, sa tingin nyo, nagkameron ng increase kay liability. Under liability, lalagyan mo siya ng plus. Kung meron namang minus, meron namang decrease sa asset ng mangyaring transaction na yon, lalagyan mo under asset ng minus mark. There are times na pwedeng maging dalawa yung malalagyan mo dyan or tatlo, pero hindi pwedeng lahat ay malagyan mo sila. Ano po? I-analyze natin mabuti yung business transaction. And then, saka pa lang tayo magde-decide alin dyan yung mga affected accounting elements at isusulat mo under them yung plus kung may decrease at minus mark kung may decrease. So, plus sign kapag may increase, minus sign kapag may decrease. Okay pa? Effects of value received and value parted with to accounting elements. From here naman, you're going to indicate the columns affected, the value of increase or decrease for each accounting element. So, ito yung ilan sa napansin kong mali yung ginawa ninyo. Ang isusulat po ay increase or decrease. Yun din pong ginamit natin na sample sa kabila. Kung dun sa number 1 transaction, merong increase kay asset, isulat mo yung increase under asset. Kung decrease naman siya, sulat mo naman yung salitang decrease. Okay po? Basahin mabuti yung bawat transaction. So, ito lamang po. Good luck. And sana ay masagutan natin ang maayos ito. Okay po. Kung may question, kung kokopyahin pa yung table, hindi mo naman siya masasagutan ng hindi mo kokopyahin yung table. Ano po? Or kung halimbawa naman, ay isasend mo lang. So, need mo pa rin isulat ito sa papel. So, pwedeng i-GC sa akin agad-agad ang iyong kasagutan. Kung hindi naman, maaaring isulat ito sa papel at next Monday ay sama-sama mong isasend sa akin lahat ng outputs mo sa mga intervention pages na pinapadala ko sa inyo. At ito po ay additional points para po din sa mga babang score na nakuha niya. Yun lamang po. Good day and God bless always. Thank you.